And hello. Hey, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. It's your buddy, Uncle Bruce. Took a day off, but I'm back, and it's nice to see you all this morning from wherever on the planet you're from. Make sure, if you can, do me a favor. The chat's wide open. Say hi to me. Where are you watching me from, kids? Where in the world are you, and what's your high temperature going to be today? Fill us in. I'm in Palm Desert, California for the last couple of days now. Jen and I are about to head out back to Canada. We're heading back up to Calgary. I will note that in Calgary right now, it is 40 degrees Fahrenheit. The high expected of 54. Oh, I can't wait to get back. Sunday, when we return, it'll be a balmy 65 with a high expected on Tuesday of 71 and a high on Wednesday of 60 for the high. So, yeah, summer has not yet returned to Calgary, Alberta, where we're going. Here in the desert, Palm Desert, a high today expected to be 95 degrees. 62 out right now, a pleasant temperature for a walk if one were to take one. My goodness, when we leave here Sunday, it'll be 93 degrees for the high and sunny. Well, that's what happens when you live in the desert. So let me know where it's at in your neighborhood. How you guys doing? And welcome everybody from around the world. It's great to have you. John is here. John Harpster, Lame Duck, Big E, Richard, Charlie, Aurora's here. How you doing, guys? Amish Cyborg is here. False 798 is here. Bobby Atkinson, L. Walsh. Mr. Russo or M. Russo, how you doing? Poppy J, we got number 24 here, ERNY. Welcome, False 798. How's it going? Money Making One. Good morning, all. I'm the 31st thumbs up. Thank you for these thumbs ups, you guys. Appreciate this little head start. Signify, I'm on the Emerald Coast. IBKR, thoughts on GameStop freezing and tanking. Boeing Tiger, morning all from Houston. Jared is here. Hello from Cincinnati. My Nvidia put credit spread more than the premium. Bobby, returning just in time to top some maples. Uncle Bruce, or tap some maples. Welcome home. Kent, hello. Dale B, greetings from the UK. It's currently raining here. Lame Duck, 72 degrees in St. Louis. Depeche, good morning. Larry Titus, good morning from Washington, D.C. I'm number 24, and it's 84 degrees here. The Amish Cyborg wouldn't want to miss the party. Who we got? Ed, I can't even pronounce all that. Good morning from 105 Fahrenheit. DT, good morning from San Bernardino. Hector Salamanca, good morning. And Adam Young, good morning from New York City, the Big Apple. How's it going, guys? Thank you all for joining in. I'm thinking of doing a meet and greet in the Big Apple. Thinking about this. It might be either before we go on the Queen Mary, because we're going to take the Queen Mary across the Atlantic in late August. And I'm thinking maybe we can do a meet and greet in August, or maybe we can do a meet and greet when we get back, because we're taking the Queen Mary back to New York in October. So stand by. I'll kind of let you know what I know. But there is definitely talk here about a meet and greet for this channel, London, England, in London, somewhere between September 13th to 25th this summer or this fall. So stay tuned for that. Got to work out some logistics, but we might be able to do a meet and greet in London, England, for those of you in the UK. Elsewhere, or any of you visiting London at that time, maybe we have a get-together. Hector, number 46, thank you, my friend. JS, South Texas is here. We're watching Uncle Bruce. Welcome. Adam Young, this is nice. Corinne, number 51, thank you for the thumbs ups, guys. Amish Cyber, good morning from Alicante. John Harpster, 71 now in Boyertown, Pennsylvania. High will be 79. It's going to be a great day. Space Wolf, good morning, you crazy diamond-handed people. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. GameStop this morning, 21.25 up 13. We've got Nvidia right now, $1,017 a share, doing just fine. Thank you very much. As we are getting the fallout from those phenomenal numbers, the company delivered on their results. to bring home the bacon. They are up $68 a share to $1,017. They're going to do a 10-for-1 stock split. And this news, this stock split news is what you want to hear if you're part of my channel here. If you're a member of this channel, you're a Gold Bagel member and you're on the Discord group, because all Gold Bagel members are eligible for that. By the way, if you want to join our Discord group, not that I'm in it, it's for you only, send me an email and ask me, say, hey, Bruce, I'm a Gold Bagel member. I'd like to become part of the Discord. You Discorders and you followers of my channel here, you're going to make a lot of money on Nvidia starting the second week of June, as if you haven't already been making all kinds of money writing options on Nvidia, because I have been trying to guide many of you down the path of put credit spreads, where you write put credit spreads way behind the stock price, and they have 1 to 6 weeks of life, more or less, and you just watch them shrink to nothing, and you keep wonderful credit spreads into your pocket. A number of you have made it painfully obvious to me, very clear to me, Bruce, I'm doing 20 at a time, I'm doing 30 at a time, I'm doing 50 of these at a time, and man, this is easy money. This is pretty damn good. Well, it's going to get even more interesting, because with a 10-for-1 stock split, the stock price, instead of trading at 1,015, will be 101.50 something, and the contracts out there will be 1/10 the price, but there'll be 10 times as many, just like there'll be 10 times as many shares trading around. So anyone out there, if you're out there right now and you have 10 shares or 20 shares or 30 shares, any 10 increment of Nvidia, I got good news for you guys. You guys are going to have over 100 shares of Nvidia, 200, 300, 400 shares of Nvidia, depending. You got 400, you got 40 shares now, you're going to have 400 shares in about 3 weeks. You're going to be able to start writing options. The options market for Nvidia is about to explode, because many more people will be eligible to participate. The good news for those of you who are writers is that the spreads might get very juicy. And something else to think about. You've been writing 2, 4, 5, 10 spreads at a time with a $20 spread between the put you write and the put you buy. Going forward, that is a $2 spread situation. So you might be looking at staying 15% behind the market. If the stock's trading at 100, 110, you're going to be in that 85 range, 80 to 85 to 90 range max, perhaps with $5 spreads, which today would be a $50 spread on these positions, giving you a bigger credit spread balance. This is what I'm getting at. The difference between writing a put contract and buying a put contract $50 behind in today's market gives you a bigger spread, bigger credit. Going forward, sure, you used to write $20 spreads, now you're going to write $5 spreads. You're not writing $2 spreads. Not a problem. Your increased credit coming from a $5 spread, which used to be 50, will be very juicy for you. We'll be going through all of this as we get going here in the middle of June into June and July. Very exciting summer coming up. Good profits, good results. And for a number of you, this split might be, the possibility could be that for a number of you watching me right now, the 10-for-1 stock split on Nvidia might put your call writing transaction activity over the magic number to quit your day job and significantly add to your retirement balance. Your balances in your 401ks, or Roth IRAs, or just in your regular trading account. This is good stuff. I'm excited because, you don't need to own Nvidia stock at all. You don't need to own any of it to make money off of Nvidia using options. Option premiums will come your way just doing credit spreads. And right now, even today, writing a contract that dies tomorrow or next week Friday or the Friday after, you can do $10 and $20 and $30 credit spreads, which means you need $1,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 of capital to write each position, to write a pair, to create a pair, a spread. This has been a very economical way to take advantage of Nvidia spreads and premiums And going forward, it's going to get even better. So, yeah, there might be a number of you who are going to tell me, Bruce, I used to do 10 and 15 at a time. I'm now going to be doing 60 to 80 at a time. And if I can haul in a buck credit on 60 or 80 for spreads, that is $6,000 to $8,000 per turnover. And I'm doing one every 2.5, 3 weeks. This is 10,000, 12,000 a month coming in. I don't need a day job anymore. As a matter of fact, I can't afford to go to work anymore if I know I can bring in 10 or 15 grand a month in my account. Depending on how much you're managing, you may find that you can bring in way more money on a monthly basis writing credit spreads on Nvidia and other stuff than you can make at the office. And now you have to look at risk reward, and you're going, well, if I'm at the office, that means I leave the house an hour before my shift or my working day begins, or longer, depending on my commute. And then I won't be home for an hour and a half after the work is over. So, I mean, I'm putting in 10, 11-hour time frames here to commit to my employer. And I could be at home watching the market from 9:30 Eastern until whatever it is, 4 something, uh, 5 days a week with the odd holiday Monday, and I can hang out with Uncle Bruce and the gang for 2 hours every morning, 2.5 if I'm a Gold Bagel member, because of course the half-hour show that Bruce offers every morning just for Gold Bagel members. Hey, why would I work for these guys? Why would I do a job downtown with these morons or in the burbs somewhere? Or why would I drive a truck for these people? Are you kidding me? I can make more money writing credit spreads, very conservative, way out of the money credit spreads. And on top of everything else, I don't even have to be at home to do that. I can be on a vacation somewhere. I can be in a campsite as long as I have internet. I can be in the RV at a campground with internet, trading my contracts and tending to my account. The wife and children and I are taking the summer off, and we're going on a 2-month RV trip. Hey, work. I don't have to ask the boss for 2 weeks off anymore and be denied. The boss says to me, "Well, you've been here 8 years, but you haven't got the seniority of the 20-year guys. So your holidays are going to be the 3rd week and the 4th week of September." And you're going to go, "What do you mean I'm going to go have a 3rd week of September holiday for my summer holiday? That's when my kids are back to school." And your boss says, "Well, tough. You haven't been around 20 years. Give me 25 years of your life, and I'll give you the 2 weeks you want. You want to keep working for that guy, that girl, that human resources department? Really? That's what you want? That's your plan? That's your whole plan? I don't think so. No, not on this channel. No. But like Babu says, very bad man, very bad. Jerry Seinfeld, Jerry Seinfeld, very bad, very bad. Welcome, everyone, to the party. It's great to have you here. All right, let's see what's going on. Nice to see you all. Folks are saying hi to me from all over the place. Flint Creek is here. Stuart Longsdale is here. Mick is here. Good morning from Durham, North Carolina. Just moved here from Goodyear, Arizona 2 weeks ago. Justin Clark. ME reports after the close today. That is correct. John Malone, 59 degrees. Number 59 from Phoenix, Arizona. Good morning to all. Hi, John. How are you, pal? CKT, I am thumbs up 61. Susan Butler, I'm 64th on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. We get back from Ireland last night. Great trip. Rooting for SoFi to move up this year. IBKR is the way, says I have 0.5 shares on Nvidia. David Muse, number 65. Aaron Duchesne, good morning. Just wondering if writing in the money options will move the stock price significantly if everyone did it. I really don't know about that. On GameStop specifically, I don't know if that would have an effect. The stock moves the options market, not the other way around, generally speaking. Cow Tipper had 30, sold at 600 back in January, but I used that money for my SoFi, and also now that it's back into the 100, I can just buy back in. I can't cry over spilled milk. Jarrett, yep. Johnny, GameStop can't stop, won't stop. There you go. IBKR, thoughts on GameStop? I put a lot of money on it, but it tanked, froze, and slowly dumping. I'm thinking of selling half. Well, my thoughts are positive on GameStop, actually. And I've noticed this morning we're up 18 cents in the pre-market. We've just we sort of touched 18 a couple days ago. We touched $19 for like minutes, like each day, barely. And then they bounced back, and they bounced back into the 20, 21, 22 range. And yesterday we didn't go under 20. And I'm kind of getting the impression that we're running out of paper again. We had our sell-off. We had all this so-called media hype that was BS about Roaring Kitty. He did nothing. He was not involved in any of this. And now we've calmed down. I'm waiting for the results of the 45 million share financing. Just waiting for them to comment on it, to say, we've done it. We've got 2 trillion or 2 billion in the bank now. That's what I'm waiting to hear. I kind of get the impression that might be done, that they may have done it. The selling is done. That's 45 million has been allocated. And we could pop $4, $5, $6 a share to 25, 28 without any fanfare whatsoever. And that, of course, means that in a month, we've gone from 10 to 70, 80, all the way back to 18, back to 26, 27, 28, and we're ready for another go. So selling any of this stuff, I wouldn't recommend it. But, if you do sell GameStop, I would write cash secured puts. So if you're going to sell GameStop here at $21, $22, you want to write $21, $22 cash secured puts against the stock, and offer to buy it back at $21, $22, but take the cash premium for 2 weeks, a month out, 3 months to January. The further out you go, the bigger amount of money you're going to get. And if you were forced to buy this stock back, you're going to get it back at as low as 18 or 15 or $13 a share. And I'd be happy to talk to you about that strategy. If the shares, of course, go higher, 23, 25, the put contracts you're writing will shrink out. You'll keep almost all the money they're giving you just by you pledging to buy your stock back, which means you'll do a rollover. You'll now buy back the put contracts you sold, maybe at $3 or $4 for $1. And now you're going to write a new set of cash secured puts at a higher strike for another $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8 each. Thank you very much, and you'll grow with this thing all along, and you'll be paid in the meantime to sit there with your arms folded, where you're willing to buy the stock back at a set price. If you want to give it to me, I'll take it because the premium was so good. It's really what you want to be doing. And Peter Beckman here, a question: why would Ryan want to kill the shorts? Why would he want to help retail? His relationship with the city would be over. Johnny, Game Squeeze, did you notice all the monster purchases on GameStop yesterday? Jason Laws, does ME report today? After the bell. Jared, all right, credit spreads at work. Jared, I write. Signify Zero. Signify Z, Starlink, FTW. B Tizzle, good morning, everybody. Coming at you live from Arkansas. False says a negative, was it 100,000 open interest on June 21, 20 calls, apparently. Let's see, during my break, false, someone betting big. Hi from Cambodia, says TJ. JJ, hi, yo. Robert Mailhout, number 79. This morning, Uncle Bruce, welcome, Robert. Earl Harwell, good morning. The Amish Cyborg, GameStop, possible support at 1750. Fill gap there, we'll see. Then boom. Parker, I made it. Sideways some days, then more. Jeep, why SoFi down to 698 today and back up? Thank you. More buyers than sellers. That's, any time the market can move 10, 20 cents on anything. Anything. Signify, a market maker selling the options will buy a certain amount of stock to maintain neutral dependent upon data, upon the delta, and will adjust that position based on gamma. There you go. Well, there you have it. Aaron says, thanks, Uncle B. Aaron Duchesne, number 88. Geraldo, what happens to the strike prices on the Nvidia put credit spreads after the stock split? They shift by 1/10. So if you've written 760 and 780s, you're going to have 76 and 78s. And you're going to have 10 times as many. $2 spread instead of 20, 10 times as many contracts with a stock trading at 101, 111, 110, whatever the price of the stock is. It goes to $1,100 a share. They're going to be $110 a piece. Amy J, number 88, good morning. Walter Young, good morning. Number 89 on the thumbs up meter. Thank you, everybody, for hitting the thumbs ups for us. 327 of you are here at the moment waiting with me for the opening. Great to have you. We're watching Nvidia at $1,016. up $67 a share. The company announced a 10-for-1 stock split. They've announced an increase in their dividends. Apparently, the U.S. first-time unemployment claims fall again as the labor market powers the economy. Did you know that surveys were taken in the last couple of weeks? Americans were surveyed, and they were asked questions like, um, "Where do you think the S&P 500 index is relative to its all-time highs and lows?" And they think the market is way down instead of at record highs. Well, what about unemployment? Are you happy with the unemployment figures? Oh no, the unemployment is huge. There's way too many people unemployed. Clueless. Upwards of 49% of people asked on these surveys are not aware that the stock markets are at near all-time record highs. Unemployment is at the lowest level now for a year and a half, 2 years, in 50 years, like consistently been down to the 3.8 level for over 2 years, which is unheard of for the American economy. Never been done before. That good. Um, People think the United States is in a full-blown recession, economic recession. Totally clueless as to what's actually going on. And I want you to understand, if you're watching me here, you need to understand how clueless your competition is for you to make money from these people. I'm sorry if you feel offended that some people have to win and some people have to lose in the stock market, because not everyone can be a winner. The key here for you to make money in this market is to take it from people who don't know what they're doing. And the good news, the really good news, is that a lot of folks in Wall Street and a lot of folks around the world do not know how to handle their money and do not know how to handle their investments and are not psychologically trained and prepared for good or bad days, good or bad weeks, good or bad years. And then, of course, there are those who you personally know. You personally know people within your family, within your work environment, through your friend networks, and through classmates over the years in high school and college, and golf course buddies and tennis players, and whatever world you live in. There are those who are swayed very easily by off the wall thinkers and promoters. I'll leave it at that. And your job is to make money for your household and for your family. And one way to do it is just put your head down, go into a McDonald's and flip burgers for 15 to 20 bucks an hour and never make enough money to really make a go of it. And if you're forced to work as a dishwasher in a restaurant, then that's the job, that's the best job you can get, then that's the way it is. And if you're a floor sweeper or if you're an Uber driver on the side and working full time over here, well, God bless you for all your initiative. But at the end of the day, you have to admit, and for all the money you're generating and for all the hours you're working, when you factor it out and divide it out, the hourly rate that you're making or many millions of people are making out there, maybe not you necessarily, but millions, is woefully inadequate to get anywhere in life. For a family or for retirement or a medical emergency, there is no hope for ever having a holiday anywhere, like not a chance. Your job is, if you really want to have a better economic existence, you're going to have to make it happen. It's you. I can't make you richer. You have to make yourself richer. I'll try to guide you in whatever direction I can with respect to option writing in particular. Maybe this is the answer for you, but you've got to want it bad enough to get it. And the good news is that a big chunk of you that are here are exactly of that mind. You are exactly that individual. You're 355 of you are here. I bet you 300 of you are option writers already. 55 of you are curious about what this old man talks about and why do these people care. And 55 might maybe 30 will become option writers in the next few months, and the other 25 will leave us and throw their hands up and go, I don't know what they're talking about. I believe my news sources about what's really going on in the world. It's okay. Um, Wherever you go, whatever you do, if it works for you, it works for you. But around here, viewers of this channel are making money writing options, whether they're writing call options on stocks or poor man covered calls, doing credit spreads, cash secured puts, whatever it is. They're doing their thing and they like it and it's paying off. And if you want to quit your day job, you've got to find an income. You've got to find a side income that takes your paycheck, makes it inconsequential. Now, are you an Amway salesperson? Are you into Tupperware? Are you into flea market selling? Are you into buying junk and then fixing it up and selling it? I mean, what is your gig? What do you want your gig to be? Your gig could be, your side gig could be being an option writer and managing your existing assets way better than anyone else has been managing it for you. And that's what we're trying to exploit through this channel right here. So if you want to learn how to write options, go to my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. You'll find the website there. You'll find my lessons there on how to become an option writer. And there are 17 of them. Start at lesson number 1 every single time. I had a viewer the other day tell me something very interesting. And I try to tell you this. I try to tell you this on a daily basis in a way, and sometimes it clicks and sometimes it just doesn't click with you guys. And it's okay. Again, I'm not angry. I'm just, telling you facts from this angle that I sit at. I had a viewer tell me the other day that they had watched class number 1 and they found it really interesting. They'd watched it like a couple of times and they were really, really taken with it. And this is a couple of weeks ago. And of course, in the last 2 weeks, guess what happened with GameStop? All hell broke loose, right? And so here we are talking about credit spreads and cash secured puts and all kinds of option writing. And the individual that was watching this class of mine commented and said, I was so interested in what your viewers were talking to you about, I decided to skip ahead a number of lessons and to watch a lesson all about what you were talking about, rollovers and cash secured puts and all this. They went ahead a number of lessons. And they commented and they said, I couldn't understand it. And it's just so complicated. And your viewers, they're looking now at my live show here, and they're looking at comments happening during the first hour of trading. And they're going, the kind of commentary that your channel has is very difficult to follow if you don't know what options are about. And this brings it back to what I keep telling all of you. If you want to learn to become an option writer, you have to treat becoming an option writer like going to college. The good news is you don't have to go to a 4-year college course for $100,000, $150,000 a year in expenses. You can take a college course in how to become a option writer by just watching my videos from the comfort of your home when it's convenient for you. When have you got an hour and a half, 2 hours of your time to watch this class? It's in plain English, and it was done in front of a live audience, and my editor edited it to get all the ums and ahs out of the way and bring it down from 2 3/4 hours to an hour and 3/4 to bring it into a concise format for you. And my viewers tell me, after watching the second and third and fourth classes, they go, I can already write options. I already have enough knowledge to start writing the basics of writing options. The 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th class, those are starting to tell me about techniques and tricks of the trade and how options players think. And then the next batch of classes are getting really into spreads and cash secured puts and deep in the money calls and stake bids and stake offers and 90-10 rules and all the other stuff you guys talk about. Now I get it. And so I'm saying to you kids, there are 17 classes that exist right now. And if you can take a class a week, 2 classes a week, you are doing yourself a huge favor to understand how this is done. And I'm telling you, 95% of my viewers who take the classes and then begin to write options while they're taking the classes are earning while they're learning. It's like an apprenticeship program. They're making money while they're learning how this is done. And they're getting better at it and better at it and better at it every time they write new contracts, every time they learn how to do rollovers, every lesson they put under their belt, they're getting that much smarter. And they know that anytime they want, they can go back to lesson number 4, lesson number 6, watch it again, watch lesson number 9 again, and refresh their memory yet again. So if you're serious about this, you're going to put $150 on the counter to buy a class, and then another one, and another one. You're not going to spend $100,000 a year for 4 years. You don't have to move away from home and go into a dormitory. You can keep your day job, and you can do this on the side. And I welcome you to the class and to the party, because the upside is absolutely limitless as to what you can generate. I'm excited for you, to say the least. Thank you all for being here so far. Amy J is number 88. Good morning. Walter Young, I'm number 89. Good morning. What else is going on? Our nobody, hey, Uncle Bruce, when will you be allowed back into the U.S.? I'll keep you posted. Space Wolf, they take away the buy button. I take away the sell button. I guess that's selling games right now. It's like shooting yourself in the kneecap. Why would you ever do that? Jared is here. Bruce, a $10 donation for you. Can you sell an Nvidia put credit spread over the premium? First time this has happened to me. Okay, you have to explain what you're talking about to me. Send me a private email and give me an example in the private email, and I'll try to answer that question, because I'm not sure what this question actually means. Cowpoke Callie, hey Bruce, I've been selling covered calls and put credit spreads and an iron condor on SoFi. I've been learning a lot. You have been a big inspiration to start my options trading selling journey. Thank you. Thank you very much for that. I didn't pay him to say it. Paul, wouldn't it be smart to hold onto an existing spread till after June 7th? You got to just make your call based on your position. I can't answer this as a blanket statement. Each of you is in a different boat, different timing, different percentage profit positions, everything else. That's it. I can only deal with it for you once we go through it. I can't tell you what to do per year. What happened yesterday? You weren't on, says Ask Robert. Yes, my daughter came into town, and with 4 friends, and they rented an RV, and I had to get them to the RV, and then we had to help them load the RV, and we had to get them on their way, and that was yesterday, and I was exhausted after that was done. Tony, survey people feel the high cost of food, gas, housing, assume high unemployment due to Biden. Very, very bad, man. There you go. And there's the unfortunate reality of a number of people in my country and others are not connected with the real world, and they're falling for the trap of clickbait headline news from any source that's out there. And if they're not doing well financially, they believe the world is going to hell. And it's too bad, because if you're not doing well financially, you have to change. You can't change a politician and expect that person to make your life better. You have to do it yourself. And if you don't realize that, well, then you're going to get what you get. And I'm not going to ignore the fact that this attitude and this mentality has been in place for thousands of years in human history. There are humans that are lazy as hell, that are as ambitious as all get up, and everything in between. And there are losers and winners, from the 1000s to the 1500s to the 1800s to the 1950s to the 2024 area. You all know personally people that are underperforming, that have talent and have the ability to better themselves, but they don't. And you know many others of people who are way shooting over their target. They're performing way better than they should be. They might only have a high school education, but they outwork everyone around them, and they never give up. They never give up, and they succeed. It runs the gamut. It just runs the gamut. And sometimes life is unfair, sometimes fair. But to think that a potential candidate for a certain office is going to make your family's existence Shangri-La, um, good luck with that. You want to believe it, believe it. Knock yourself out. But the history of the world is full of this kind of crap. World wars have started because of hopes, wishes, dreams, and aspirations of dictators. And it just didn't work out. But history is, history repeats. So what can I say? Nathan, morning, Bruce. Looking forward to watching my first class. How will the videos be delivered? Been waiting a few days, and I'm hoping I did not choose the wrong Bruce to laugh out loud. Send me a private email if you are not receiving your links for your classes. Send me a private email and just say, "Hey, Uncle Bruce, here's my email address. I bought class number 1 4 days ago on May whatever, um, and my name is so and so. I use PayPal. If you haven't got your link, I'll personally get you your link. All right. So if any of you are finding there's an issue about your link for your class is not working out, you should get it instantly. You should have the link immediately upon making payment. Within a minute, you should have it. Send me an email and just let me know, and I'll take care of it. All right. It's a glitch that can happen from time to time, and we'll get you set up. All right. Thank you, everybody. Let's get you going. Nathan, let me know, buddy. Paris says, what is the condition of GameStop at the moment? Well, it's up a little bit at the moment. It looks to me like good old GameStop is sitting at 21.65, up about 50 cents a share right now at the second. Alex, number 121. Good morning, Bruce, and of course my fellow simpletons and degenerates. Welcome, my friend. Frugal City can never sell a spread for more than a dollar amount between the long and short leg, although bid-ask discrepancies will often make it look like you can, but flat platforms will give you a warning you can't. False. That lazy one is me, DJ. Actually, Bruce, the president can do things like raising minimum wage, which materially benefits the people. No, he can't. The President of the United States cannot unilaterally raise minimum wages. That has to be done by Congress and the Senate and the White House. If this were true, every Democratic president would raise minimum wages automatically, and every Republican president would drop them automatically. That is not correct. Jared, my premium was $450, then the current price is $550 for my put credit spread. Nazareth 133, thumbs up. Nathan, how do I get your private email address? I sent one. I thought the website, I just popped it up there for you. Nazareth, still here, alive and kicking after 38 months. I've been a member for 38 months. Thank you, my friend, for being a loyal member of this channel. Chillin' with Uncle Bruce, love you. Thank you very, very much. Consider becoming a Gold Bagel member, and you can get much, much more. Frugality, bid-ask spreads on options are often very wide. It can cause you to overpay to get a lot less than you should. Learn how to appraise each option contract yourself. That's what the lessons also help you do. Julian, it seems like this will be a true infinity squeeze because bears will short before bulls sell because of fundamentally different options. Can this ever end? Can this every? I'm not sure what. Again, I'm not sure the question here. TJ, you're funny. Bruce, I love you. You're funny too. The president has certain powers, but unfortunately, in the United States, or fortunately, the way it is, the president, the Senate, and the Congress all have to pass bills. The president has to sign them. The Senate and the Congress have to work out the lingo, and they have to figure out their legislative process. And the Congress controls the purse strings. And so, yeah, a state can change minimum wages. Every state can have its own state minimum wage. The federal government can have its federal minimum wage. But the ultimate legislative process, depending on where you are in the United States, depends on what state you're in. It is a 50 cats herding game, and with 100 senators and 500, and I don't know how many Congress people, somewhere which are nut jobs, good luck getting anything done. And so, yeah, you can blame whoever you want for your problems. But I'm telling you right now, if you are relying on a minimum wage to make or break it, you got a problem. It's your problem. This is your problem, and it is your solution to fix it. It is not the President of the United States, the governor of your state, the mayor of your town. It's not their problem. It's your problem. You have to find the solution. And maybe the solution is a bitter pill, a bitter, bitter pill that you have to swallow. And you have to admit to yourself that what you've been doing hasn't been working too well. And it isn't working out for you. And maybe you are the problem, that you're only making the minimum wage and can't get ahead in the world. And maybe you have to do something about it. And that is perhaps online courses. Maybe it's a community college course. It is an apprenticeship program of some kind. I haven't got the answer for you. The answer is there's a million out there. Seek advice from others. Find people in your town, in your community, that do okay, and have a chat with them. Buy them a coffee and have a chat and see, hey, I'm 28 years old and this is my situation and I'm not very happy about it. What would you do in my situation? Just seek advice from 10 people, not one, 10, and then assess. And this might take a few days, weeks, might take a while, but get on it. Make it happen. And the person that looks back at you in the mirror is the one and the only one that will make any difference in your life that you can count on. You can count on that person to either fail or succeed. Which is it? And that's the bottom line. And hey, maybe the person looking back in the mirror at you is an option writer. You may have never thought of that. This person could be successful being an option writer. Who would have thought? No one ever told you this in high school. No one told you about writing options in college. No one ever told you when you went and talked to a financial advisor at your local bank or whatever. Did they ever talk to you about option premiums and the ability to take money off of stupid people's investing decisions, going crazy on options, that you could be the casino? You never got told that until you found this guy. You found this old man and he's yelling at you. You can be the casino. You can change your life. Yes, you can make a lot of money in this business. And you don't need a lot of money. That's the other thing about it. You don't need $1 million to be an option writer. You don't need $100,000 to be an option writer. A couple of grand, you're an option writer. My God, anyone can get into this if you're serious about it. But I'm not mad. I'm excited, believe it or not. I do the best I can. TJ, wages fall under the executive branch, which is overseen by the president. You were correct. The rest are wackos. You taught me how to quit my day job years ago, so I have no problem. Jared, thanks. So I cannot sell. Lola, the moon can't happen overnight. Do you agree that we may have to wait months and even years before GameStop happens? What are your thoughts? People have been waiting for GameStop for years already. There have been people out there for 10 years wondering about GameStop. There have been people since 2020 who got in at $4, watched it go all the way up, came back, still haven't sold. There are people who got in at $250 and they're holding right now at $21 something a share, which is 84. Yeah, I agree with all of this. So that there are times, but there are other times where even like today, you can change your life with GameStop. If you've got a couple of thousand shares at GameStop that you have amassed over time, you could sell that stock right now on the opening for 21 something bucks a share, turn right around and write $21 cash secured puts for January. And I bet you can haul in $8 a share cash in your pocket right now, $16,000, which you can use to write additional cash secured puts or diversify your investment either in GameStop or into something else, or use that $16,000 to pay off debts, credit card balances, or just have that money in your checking account to give you a cushion to let you just breathe a little easier. There's so much you can do with options if you know how to do it. And this is why the hedge funds in the New York, London, Singapore, Tokyo, the folks who run these things, they fly private jets. They fly first class. They do very nicely. Let's become one of those guys. Alberta, good morning, everybody. I'm here. We can begin now. Charlie C., I've been waiting 3.5 years already. Lola, what's a couple more years anyway? Time to start being paid to hold GameStop. Boom! There you go, Charlie. You are on it. We are 16 minutes away from opening, and I'm jacked. I'm so excited. I'm so just so optimistic for some of you here, all of you here who can really make such a difference in your lives going forward. I'm constantly amazed by how many people, and this is over my lifetime, I've been amazed over my lifetime in my personal life how many people I've known over decades who settled. They just settled for what they had. And they felt that what they had was all that God had intended for them to ever get and be. And I've never been that person. Personally, I've never been the settler. I've always been the explorer. I've always been the one to seek other ways. Um, and I've known people who've tried to, succeed in certain areas and failed miserably, got up and tried again. And I've seen people try over decades and finally make it, finally find their niche. I found others who have found their niche in their mid to late 20s and have stuck to their knitting the entire time. And they've settled, but they've settled on a very nice lifestyle. It all depends on your mentality and your drive to succeed and your willingness to explore. That's all it is. And sometimes you got to pay a little to get a little. And so, sure, you want to I remember back in the 90s, you wanted to make money on sports cards, you had to buy boxes of sports cards and you had to open up all the packages. You had to gamble that these sports card packages had a rookie card in them. And I had a sports card store in the 90s, and I saw it happen right on my counter, right in my store, where people would buy boxes and open them on the spot. This was the mentality of that day. Today, people are betting money on the outcome of football games, basketball games, baseball games, hockey games, and you name it. And that's their idea of trying to make it. I think it's a bit of a long shot way of going about it, but people think they're experts in sports betting. I hear you. There are people who think they're the best picker of the hottest slot machine in any casino in the world. God bless those folks. And then there are option writers and option gamblers. And there are some option gamblers who buy calls, sell calls, buy calls to sell calls, buy puts to sell puts, thinking they can make money. And then there are the writers on the other side. And there's the casinos on the other side. There's the bookie on the other side. On every trade, there's the other side. I was the seller of sports card boxes and packs to the gamblers of the sports card game back in the 90s. And I won. Because I got X amount of money for these cards up front. I paid less for them in big bulk amounts, and I sold them to retail clients, and I always won the trade. But I had to put the money down. I had to sign the lease. I had to get the counters. I had to have employees. I had to pay the business taxes. I was the one who had to be open 7 days a week. It's 365 days a year in a shopping mall. It's all up to you. What position do you want in this world? And if you want to be a winner, I think in the options market, I contend you need to be an option writer. And that's being the casino here. Thank you all so very much, and I appreciate you. Come on, kids, let's get some money going here. Thanks for what you are doing, Nathan says. Parker, let's go. Mr. Premium, happy Thursday. Time to fill our pockets. 12 minutes to go. Juan, ME After Hours, what are your thoughts? We'll find out tonight, Juan. They're going to tell us what's going on with their earnings and whatever else. Are we ready to get that dinero? Parker Ivy is asking, dude, Uncle Bruce, thank you so much for working as hard as you do. Alberto's smiling. Parker smiling. Alex is smiling. White Feather, dude, what he said. David Muse, when we write contracts, are other people buying them or are the market makers? Could be both. Could be either or both. Colton's got it. You don't care. You don't care who's buying your option. You couldn't give a crap who's buying your option. You just want to get them done, and let's go. Average Trader, hello, Uncle Bruce, love the stream. Did you ever experience something like SoFi before, where the company is doing really, really well, but the stock is performing so badly? Stock isn't performing badly. The stock is meandering along, but it's not performing badly. If this were $1.50, that would be bad. This is around $7. This stock can go to 12 in one day, and that would make everybody go, it's performing great. But yes, I have been involved, and I have followed companies for years that I thought would do something. And in some cases, they did or did not. They merged with somebody else, they got taken over, or they did succeed. And I do remember back in the 80s, when I was in my early days in the brokerage business, and I was working with another broker. He and I were sort of teaming up our book. And we were following about 3 different companies at that time, all junior speculative companies. This is the early 80s. Calgary, oil country. We were into small stuff, and that was the norm up there. And we felt that the companies we were following were legit and that they had some real upside. And uh, in 1 week, after like 2 years of just slogging and slogging and slogging, the shares would not. They go up a little, go down a little, go up a little. And we're holding our clients and keeping them calm and telling them just to relax. There's gonna be great. The great days are coming, and we'd lose customers, we'd gain customers, but we'd hang on. And in 1 week, all three stocks took off. And I remember in one day, one particular morning, all hell broke loose. And I came into the office about an hour and a half before the opening, and the pre-opening was nuts. And the floor traders were calling our desk traders, who were telling me those stocks of yours are going batshit crazy, and they're all going up, 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 up. And I called my partner, my broker partner, who was the lead guy. He was the bigger broker than I was. He had a much bigger book. And I told him, do not come into the office on the opening. Don't show up, because every broker in this office, there were 50 of them, wanted to talk to him, because they all had been following him in a little way. Some guys had really gotten into his stocks, and I said, you can't come in here right now. We need the opening to happen so we can manage what we need to do for our book. I will keep you posted with phone calls. Just hang out at a certain hotel. He was having a coffee or breakfast. Just stay there, and I'll just give you phone calls every 10 minutes. And after an hour and 15 minutes, I told him, okay, you can come in now. And by the time he came in, he said, what have we done? I said, oh, we've sold 200,000 shares of each of these stocks at ridiculous prices. And we now have to allocate who gets what. We had to manage millions of dollars in sales. Profits everywhere. And we started calling the clients and giving them the good news. And of course, they just said to us, do whatever you got to do for us. This is awesome. You kept us in this. We're so happy. Run. And all three companies were able to come up with financials, wonderful results, and the street finally believed it. The street figured it out, and the stocks took off. And now we could sell all we wanted to sell, and we only sold a portion of what we had, maybe 15%. We slowly fed into the market, let it run. And now we had clients with cash balances left, right, and center. Now we adjusted their balances into retirement accounts to get the maximum tax write-offs. We were busy guys. And yeah, we made money. Our clients made money, and these companies were making money. And yeah, I've been through this. And when all hell breaks loose, the train leaves the station. Like GameStop, it left the station a month ago from 10 to 15, 18 to 80. Did it ask your permission to go? No. Did it come back? Yeah, but did it come back to 10? No. Now we're at 21.50. Can we go back up to 80 again? Yeah. Could we go to 150? Yeah. Should we? No. But could we? Yeah. Stick around and figure it out. In the meantime, option writers making money. Some of my viewers here were upside down on options a week ago. Now they're back going, oh, I rolled up to 30s and 40s. I rolled from 25s to 35s to 40s to 45 contracts, and now the stock's at 21. I'm laughing, man. This is awesome. Option writers always right. That's the bottom line. You never stop. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Whoever chooses to buy calls and puts, oh my God. We got 6 minutes to go. John B. just liquidated my Roth IRA to cash. About $7,000, wasn't making anything more than 3% a year. Time to write some cash secured puts and make up some years of lost income. Vladdy, 135 thumbs up. Thank you. Good morning, Marcus. Uncle Bruce, the Oracle of Calgary. Marcus, your lamp is crooked, Uncle Bruce. There's no lamp. There's no lamp. Average trader, thank you. White Feather, just write and enjoy the ride, folks. It's a great game. That's the thing about option writing that I have to remind you folks about. It's not a one and done deal. Option writing, you will do this for the rest of your life, and you will do this constantly. You will always be monitoring your options positions. Sometimes you trade every day for like a week in a row, 2 weeks in a row. You trade every day. You have to trade. And other times you don't make a trade for 2 weeks at a time. It goes up and down and back and forth. You have to get used to the new normal. That's the name of the game. But you do not have to be stuck at your desk at home to be in this business. You can be in the option writing business anywhere in the planet. There's internet, and that means you can be traveling, you can be visiting friends and relatives, you can be camping, you can go wherever you want and be in business. And if you do it right, even if you are traveling to Europe for 2 months or 3 months, and then you're going to Asia a few months later, and then a few months later you're going to go to the Grand Canyon and rent an RV all over America. When you get home, every time you get back home from one of these adventures, there's more money in your bank account than from when before you left, because you are generating enough income to more than pay for these trips. They won't bankrupt you. How many times in your lifetime has it happened where you were at work, you saved up some dough for a holiday, you got your 2 week holiday break, and you came back after the time frame to be back at work on that first day that you're supposed to be back at work, and you looked at your bank account and your checking account was virtually nothing, and your credit cards were all maxed out because you spent a bunch of money on stuff on the road that you overspent and you got a little rambunctious, and you're freaking broke now for the next month. And every paycheck that was coming in, you were trying to desperately just get by until the next paycheck and trying to hang on with your bills. You're behind on the electric bill, you're behind on your gas bill, you're behind on minimum payments to your credit cards for a while, then you caught up, and you're just scrambling for months to try to rebuild your financials because you had that great 2 week holiday. That was a hurry up holiday. And all you have to show for it, and this is years ago, are rolls of film you haven't got developed yet because you can't afford it. Here, you can take this little device with you wherever you go, whether it's just across town to get new tires for your car, whether it's to meet a friend, going for a doctor's appointment, whatever, and or travel across the world. You are in business wherever you are, and you are an option writer, and you are making more money than you need to get by on. And I'm not talking about the basics of life at the house. I am talking about making more money than you will spend even if you're on permanent vacation. That's the kind of money I'm talking about. I'm talking about some dough that changes everything. You're never, ever going to work for anyone else ever again. Unthinkable that you would ever take a job for anyone. This is your new world, and you're in total control. But you gotta want it bad enough, people, and that's all I can tell you. Thank you so much for being here. We're opening in 2 minutes. Thank you from Average Trader. White Feather, just write and enjoy the ride, folks. It's a great game, White Feather, and don't forget to take the classes. Alberto, exactly what White Feather said, but reverse it. White Feather, thanks, Alberto. I did say that backwards. Alberto, just messing with you, buddy. Flint Creek, I'm pretty angry with SoFi platform. Told money would be available yesterday, not available. Customer service was pretty degrading. He made light of my GameStop trades. What the hell? That's pretty unprofessional. Parker, he poked fun at the trades. Flint, who does everyone use? Tasty? Flint, he laughed at me. Flint, I told him he didn't need to degrade me or be snippy. Parker, that's not nice. Parker, oof. Flint, I have thousands in there. Yeah, that is pretty bad, and that's pretty pathetic of that individual. I said you can always send an email to management, but on the other hand, move on and make your money, and don't pay attention to these guys. Make your money. This individual here ain't going nowhere in that organization, and ain't going to go anywhere in any other organization either. Also, so Flint, just keep moving forward. It's going to be all right. We open in 1 minute, everybody. Welcome all to the party. We're at 1019 on the Nvidia right now. Let's see what's going on here. We're at 21.45 on GameStop, up about 33 cents a share approximately. We've got SoFi at the moment showing approximately 7.10 a share as we get ready for opening our markets here. Welcome to the party, everybody. It's nice to have you. And let's see if we can get you into some more dinero. Yeah, Rocket Lab up 4.5 cents. SoFi up 4. GameStop up 30. 21.42 now. Matterport down a couple pennies. 23andMe up 2 cents. Spire up 15. What else? Apple up 9. Goldman up $2. Cisco down 28. Tesla up 180. Microsoft up 245. We've got Google up 69 cents. Amazon up 53. Nvidia up $70. $1,020 a share. So we're up and we're going. We're running. We're trading. Welcome all to the party. Thank you, Larry Titus, for being here and hitting the bells again. Cow Tipper, Tasty for spreads, the works they call it, Fidelity for main positions, and covered calls, cash secured puts. Dude, that is not cool. Alberto, Larry released early. Thank you. We're ready to go, baby. Let's run it. Thank you all, and welcome to the party, pals. I'm really happy to have you all with us today. Right now, GameStop 21.35 up 21 cents. We got Nvidia at 1,024 up 74. We've got Apple down 75 cents. Tesla's up 20 something cents, and AMC down about down about 5-6 cents, something like that. Thank you, Richard Carlin. Neat. That's right. The knee emojis are coming out. Don't forget to honor the Knights of Neat. Absolutely. Alrighty, 21.23 on GameStop. 1.2 million opening volume today. We'll see how things run here as the morning progresses. Let a few minutes go by, and we'll see what's really happening. So far, I'm showing 1.4 million traded on SoFi this morning. Last indicated trade 701 down a penny. 21.12 on GameStop, down about a penny as we are just going through the early gyrations here. There are buy orders at 21, 21.03, 4. There's very little available. I mean, there is nothing until 21.60, even 1,000 shares registered for sale. So whatever's trading is market orders. There's just market orders going through right now. 21.04, 21.08. And 21.12 is the break even. So we're just around that number right now as we watch and wait for this to settle out and see what gives. Nvidia 1,017, roughly up $67, $68. Apple down 70 cents. Tesla ahead 30 odd cents. The spiders are up 2.2 points to start the morning. Uncle Bruce, the Nvidia split, should we wait a few weeks after to get in? Again, I wouldn't get in because of the split. That's not what I would be chasing here. The stock went from 700, 800, 900. It's 1,000. The split might take it up another couple of bucks. I don't even know if that's true. We might go back into the 950 range after the split. Right now, for my viewers who are doing credit spreads, that's where they are, and that's where I think they should stay, is Nvidia put credit spreads well behind the market. That's it. Forget the gambling on the line itself. It's the number one popular stock there is. And so is it going to double because it's split 10 for 1? No, it's not. Apple didn't do it either. Tesla's had its runs over the years when it had its splits going on. That has come and gone. Right now, Nvidia is the kind of stock that you can do option work on from a safe distance. Once the splits are done, you can look at poor man cover call strategies on Nvidia or cash secured puts on Nvidia, perhaps. But again, that's to be determined later, and we'll see just where things are at. Anyway, that's my thought right now. We'll see what happens. 2080 on the GameStop. We're down about 35 cents right now. We're getting a little sell wave coming through, but nothing insane. Traded 1.8 million shares here. It's very quiet so far this morning. SoFi 6.99 down 3 cents. ME up half a penny. Smart Rent up 3 cents. Dow was down 84 points. We got it. Matterport down 2 cents. Rocket Lab down 3.5. We've got AI up 14 cents. We've got Super Microcomputer up $71 at $9.46. It's having a wonderful time too. Spiders are up 2.16s. Spires are down 18 cents. Adobe up 2.39. Uber up a penny. The Qs, triple Qs, are up 3.97 over on NASDAQ. Apple shares down 43 cents. Tesla down 40 cents. Enphase down 114. Netflix up 64. AMD is up 4.98. Unity is down 22 pennies. Google up 150. Moderna down $5. Cisco down 52. Pfizer up 50. Now 47. Pfizer down 47. Microsoft up 181 a share. We've got IBM now up 68 cents. HPQ up 12. Amazon up 71. Home Depot down 115. The Vanik Semiconductors are up 690. Thank you, Nvidia. Thank you, Super Micro. Goldman up 114. Boeing down a buck. Meta up 555. Facebook doing well. 473, coming back to 500. Target down 119. JP Morgan down 111. Costco down 220 at 799 a share, right near its all-time highs. Walmart unchanged at 65.25. That's a 3-for-1 stock split that has happened there. A while back, Disney down $1.39. American Airlines down 15. AMC down 14 cents at 4.92. DraftKings up 3. Royal Caribbean up 80 cents at 1.48 a share. And that is that. Okay, thank you, everybody. Flint Creek, I'm going to be pulling out of there and going to Tasty Trade. I have never been so gobsmacked. Thank you, Cow Tipper. Bagel Babe, there is no Tom Kaufman. Neat. Yeah, a lot of folks have moved to Tasty Trade. They like the Tasty Trade philosophy. They like their style. They like their fee structure. They know what they're doing. So, something to look at. SoFi doesn't offer options trading. So you may want to, keep that in mind. Excuse me. In any event, the GameStop shares right now down 66 cents a share to 20.46, 2040 range. The low of the day, 20.29. The high of the day, 21.40. So we've been moving within about $1.10 a day on the day so far on 2.5 million shares. So early start and not much going on at the moment. We're down 19 cents on AMC at 486, the low 485. This is the low range. Apple down 50 cents at 190.41, the low 190.03. Tesla 178.90, the low of the day 178.65, and Tesla's off 117. Not much of a drop today. $88 gain on Nvidia now, 136, 137 a share. So take a 10-for-1 split. 103.90 is what we have coming forward in about 2.5, 3 weeks. Dude, I'm in 900 short, 880 long. So 3 spreads for now. Took in 580 and well out of the money. Well done, dude. Nice going. Nvidia, that's on Nvidia. Pick nose. My old manager is a director at Tasty, but I'm not a fan of their platform. Okay, again, it depends on what it is you want. I don't give opinions on which platform you should use or not use. I can't open an account in the U.S. anyway. I'm a Canadian, so you're on your own when it comes to your platforms wherever you are. The key here is, can you set your accounts up to do option writing? That's the key here. Cash secured puts, covered calls, permanent covered calls, spreads, then the whole gamut. Alrighty, welcome everybody. Low on GameStop 2021. We're at 2046 right now, 2049. We seem to be inching up a little bit here to 2458. Just jumped again. We're down 57 cents on GameStop. It looks like it's coming on here. 2057 now, 2059. 2060 just went through. 62 just went through. Now we're down to around the 49.50 cent level at this point in time. So a little buy wave came in on GameStop, 2060 here on 2.97, almost 3 million volume. 2064 just got hit again on the offer side. And then we dropped by 10 quick cents. So lots of back and forth on GameStop. To be expected, 9 minutes into the opening, sure. Waiting for news on GameStop from the financing point of view, and now watching GameStop's pattern of trading to see will there be another buy run taking this up now, because shorters are not getting the $15 stock. They're not getting it back at 12. It won't go under $19, $20. It doesn't seem to want to do it. So could this be a bounce back into the mid 20s, high 20s? We'll find out. That's why we're here. 2063 range offered at 2067. It just went through here at 65. Lots of back and forth. 3.12 million, another 100,000 just went through in a minute. So we have some good action going on GameStop. 3.2 million almost now in 10 minutes. And so we're on our way to a 10, 15 million share first hour, which going back a few weeks is triple normal for a day. So there's still activity going on GameStop. This is not a dead duck at all. 483 on AMC, and that puts the stock at about the low of the day right now. The low of the day for GameStop, 2021, and we're at about 2061 right now. So we're not that far off the low, but we haven't had much of a high either. Dow's down 129 now on today's session. Let's take a look here. Down 134 on the Dow. We're up 18 on S&P, and we're up 143 on NASDAQ. Definite division here. Oil is up 93 cents to 78.50 a barrel at the moment. Okay. Yeah. Jobless claims fell to 215,000. Strong labor market powers the economy. That is bad news for interest rate drop hopes. Again, the kind of news that tells me the Federal Reserve is not going to be in a hurry to drop interest rates with a strong U.S. economy. It's kind of funny how high interest rates hurt a president. Low unemployment helps a president. Record stock markets are supposed to help a president, but people think that they're in a recession and that unemployment is very high. And it's a conundrum, and of course, opposition politicians will do nothing to clarify things, and so you've got this absolute wild and wacky set of media out there just telling two different stories, and the actual facts are being ignored by those who don't want you to know or want you to care. But in any event, hey, welcome to the party, pal. This has been the same forever. If you ever watch old videos of election campaigns from decades ago, the same games were being played back then. People who wanted to get elected would make false claims. People who did want to stay in their jobs made phenomenal proclamations of how great everything is. And the voters had to decide down the middle what the heck to do about it. In any event, there you go. Welcome to the party. 2065 now on the GameStop shares. Trying to break through again a little higher, but we need a buy wave of real significance to make this go. We're down 50 cents, so I mean, big whoop. Not much yet. ME up 0.3 of a penny, nothing going on. SoFi at $7, nothing going on. Nvidia up $82. There's the star of the show, 1,031 for Nvidia, up $80. We got Super Microcomputer up $71. It's following along. We have, let's see here, AMD Advanced Micro up $580. We have Google up $140. Microsoft up $75. We've got, let's see, who else is following along? Vanix Semiconductors up $7. We've got Facebook up $237 this morning. So we have a few others that are coming along with it. Micron Technologies up $3 to $129. And that's it. We just don't have like every single stock is winning. That's not at all happening at this point. The Dow is down 112 now, looks a little better. S&P definitely up 20 points. NASDAQ up 146. The NASDAQ's up almost 0.9 of a percentage point, 0.9 of a point. S&P is up 0.4. The Dow down 0.25 of a percentage point at the moment. Oil up $1 a barrel, 78.61. There it is. Welcome to the party, everybody. Great to have you here. Thank you again for these the thumbs ups today. Always looking for thumbs ups coming through. We have 170 already. Thank you, everybody, giving us a nice little boost there. Very, very, very nice of you to do so. Let's see here. What else is going on here? A dude is saying, Flint Creek, take your time and start interviewing different brokerages. Make them work for your money. SoFi doesn't have options, so I'm not sure why people are using their stock platform. Flint, I'm sorry to bring my mess here, but I tried to support their products. Now I will pull out and move it. Thanks, everybody. Dude, I use M1 Finance, Tasty Trade, Vanguard, E-Trade. They all have their issues, but I like things about all of them. Dude, Tasty is great for put credit spreads. Plus, they are easy to work with and passionate about their company. Going Tiger, I have a poor man covered call on Nvidia. Up $5,000 today, but short call is 1,040 strike. So it is at the money with 57 days to expire. I'm thinking I'll sit on the position and wait for some short call shrinkage. Flint Creek, thank you for making me feel better. Right on, everybody. Well done there, Flint Creek. You deserve the best, no question about it. The GameStop shares 2072. We popped a dime here finally. We kind of broke through this 260, 65 barrier to get back to 270, 72 range. Looks like we're down 40 some odd cents. Nothing much there. We're at 3.7 million, maybe 100,000 a minute going through on GameStop. 374 just traded away. Now we're offered at 375. There is 100 there. There's stock now at 76 trading hands, 78. At 2079, there's 1,800 for sale. That's the first something, and it's trading at 2072 right now, 76, 70, 3, 1. We're jumping around, but we're going to see if that 79 block of 1,800, it's not even a block, it's just 1,800 shares. Will that last very long? I don't think so. We got at 2104, 1,800. We got 1,800 at 2125. Isn't it odd that 1,800 at each of these levels? It's an odd number, isn't it? It's the same number. Every couple of dimes, another 1,800. Well, I wonder where that comes from. Is it a shorter trying to sort up stock? I don't know. If these buyers take them out, these guys will run for the hills. 1,800 at 2145, 2125, 2104, 2079, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800. That's interesting. It's a unique pattern. We just went through 84. They took out all the stock, including one of those 1,800s. Now there's 1,800 at 2115. That's the next barrier. 2145, 2125, 2115, 1,800, 1,800, 1,800. Hundreds for sale between here and $21. We're 2082, 83, taking out up to now 86. So we're down 25 cents on the day now as more buyers are coming in. There's a 2,500 share buyer at 2062, a 1,400 buyer at 2050. These are just buys that are showing that didn't get filled. They're behind the bids, hoping to get stock. 2088 just went out the door. 2089 just traded away. We're now pushing 2090 right here. 2089 just went around again. Here's another trade at 2089. And we'll see if they start taking out the 90. 2091 just went out. Just traded through here. We'll see if that has any more to it. 2090, 2091 has been the uptick here. And now we're at 2075. So you tell me. Tell me exactly what's going to happen second to second on this thing. It's crazy. Pick No says most brokers will require an advanced trading platform. E-Trade bought Options House, then Morgan Stanley bought E-Trade. TD Ameritrade bought Thinkorswim, then Schwab bought TD. Come on, SoFi. There you go. Who knows what's going on? 2066, 2056, 62, 64. There's stock at 2072. Whatever is coming in is a little sell wave, and there's nothing showing behind it. 4 million volume now has gone through on GameStop. Welcome everyone to the party. 2063 now, 65. We'll see if we have another wave higher. Wouldn't surprise me if we did. Sell waves seem to be short and sweet. 2065. It's offered at 77. It's now offered at 65 to 77 to 78 to 80. Very little offered. Very little. Now 2600 showing up at 2078. A little sell order. We're at 63 last trade. 2063 on GameStop. Now 65 went out and 66 has gone out. There's 2600 at 78. That's the only offer. That's the next seller from 64 to 2078, according to this level 2. Now we're finally showing 100 here, 100 there between these two prices. Very little stock showing up for sale here. Okay, there you have it. 1,035 to 1,036 on Nvidia, up $85. Congratulations to those of you out there who have managed to pull off beautiful trades on your credit spreads in the 7s and 8s. You might be in a position to close them out, sit on the sidelines, fold your arms, let an hour or two go by. Let's see if the stock comes back to 1,010, 1,020, and you might write new cash to credit spreads all over again. Congratulations, all of you out there who are playing the Nvidia put credit spread game. Nicely done. GameStop 2055 as we back off 50 cents from its recent run up. Completely normal trading here on GameStop, 4.2 million. Typical morning. Let's see how it all plays out. All right. Let's see. Maybe it's time for another poll question here. Let's start a poll question. Let's go with this one. Let's make this one. Let's see what we got here. Okay, here it is. It's a yes or no question. Will GameStop shares rise over $30 in the next few days? There you go. Let's see what you think about that. Let me know what you think. Throw in your answer and let's see what comes of it. 7 votes have come in so far. Now we're at 14 votes. And 37% say, yep, I think so. 67 say no. So it's about a 2 to 1 right now ratio. 28 votes are in now. 69% say no way. 35% say yes way. 37 votes. Will GameStop break $30 a share over the next few days? Let's say 3-4 trading days from now into next week. Well, we'll find out. 41 votes are already in. Thank you for participating, and thank you for the thumbs ups if you can hit that at the same time. Thank you for that. We have the thumbs up meter now approaching 178. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with 178 thumbs ups this morning. We have 52 voters coming in here with their answer. Will GameStop shares rise over $30 a share in the next few days? Yes, say 34%. No, 67, 33 to 67, 2 to 1 against whether the shares of GameStop will break 30 or not. I kind of wonder if GameStop were to break 26 this morning, would that change your mind? I don't know if we're going to get a run to 20s. I'm just asking, just a guy asking questions. Anyway, we'll see how it goes. We're back to 2030 on the GameStop shares. We backed off from that 2090 neighborhood back to 2030. And we have 3,600 for sale at 2049, 1,800 at 2065, 2,600 at 2078. So there's a little bit of stock between here and 21, but not much. And if we have a buy wave come through here, could this take out a bunch of these sellers and could we run higher? We're at 2025 on a volume of 4.7 million. The low of the day, 2021, and we're 2026 right now. So we're only 5 cents away from the low of the session. Do we break out from here or do we go lower? That is the question. 2020, we just went lower, $20. We hit 1996 just in one second. They answered the question by hitting the bid. So we touched it. 2003 right now is what we have, but we don't have a $20 bid. Now we do. The buyers are behind getting in their orders. Back to 2008, 2010 now. There is nothing until 2049. There's nothing for sale there. We have 70 votes on the poll question. Will GameStop rise to over $30 in the next few days? 34 say yes, 34%. 66% say no way. No way, Jose, Bruce. We're not going to do it. 2019 just jumped here, a little bounce on GameStop. 2019 has been taken out. There's stock at 2027. We're trading here at 2017, 15, 16. See if this hangs out or not. 2010 now, 2008. A little sell wave again. 2007, $20 even. 2021, 2005, now 02, right around the 20 mark again is where we're at right now. They're hitting the bids. Maybe the shorters are taking a run at it. I don't know. 1996 is the low trade so far now. And we're in this 1990 to 20 window, kind of, although we just touched 2005. So there you go, guys. 186 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody. We're getting up to the 200 level. This is good. Let's see. Liquidating already, says Flint Creek. So thankful for all of you. I have Schwab too. Flint, I may put everything there. I'm approved for spreads now. Thank you all. I will pull my drama back now. Joe, Oliver, Uncle Bruce, I just wrote 8 cash secured puts on GameStop at 21. And the expiry tomorrow, I got $1.62 for this trade. Pulled in $12.96 for a 1-day trade. There you go, right there. $21 strike. Now, at $20 a share, that's worth $1 a share book value, but you got paid $162. Obviously, if the shares stay above 21, those contracts are worthless. At 20, they're worth $1. So we'll see what happens. 2006 right now is the trading number. The last trade on GameStop. Looks like a buy wave is coming in here. There's a 25,000 share buyer coming in at 1990. Somebody wants to buy 25,000 at 1990, but there are buyers pulling in ahead of him or her to try to get stock first. 2008 last trade, 2007, 05, 10, 9, 8. We'll see if this 25,000 share buyer has to pump their market up higher. 2014, so there's more buying coming in ahead of this big buyer of 25,000 showing at 1990. 2016 now has gone through. It's trading away at 16. There's some at 17, at 21, at 33, at 44. There's 8,000 at 2049. That's all there's showing for sale. 25,001 at 1990 with all kinds of buyers ahead of this buyer from 12, 10, 9, 8, 5, 4, $20, 99, 98, 94. Lots of buying in front of the big buyer at 1990, trading at 2014. Fascinating to watch how these trade out. Back and forth we go with the ins and outs. We're at 5.6 million, so still doing 100,000 a minute. I think. What have we open now? We're open 28 minutes, and we've done 5.6 million. That's 200,000 a minute average overall. Very interesting. 2012 right now going out. All the offers, and now we just went to 2022. All the offers to 2022 are gone. We're now at 2027. There's 8,400 at 2049. We're trading at 2021 right now. So buy wave, another buy wave has come in. This big buyer of 25,000 is falling off the page. There's all kinds of buyers showing up ahead of this buyer, and so they may have to up their price or wait it out. 2021 on the market, last trade 22, 23, 24. That's all gone through now. They're taking out all the offers to 28. They've just taken out everything to 28. So that was another little wave of buy orders that came in here. 26, 28 range at the moment on GameStop. Still down 87 cents on the session. It's not a big move overall. It's 5.7 million traded. Not a crazy day overall. It's just the stock is catching a bit of a bid right now. 2028 now just went through. It looks like 2030 is next. 2027 to 30 now looks like the next possible area. They're taking out everything under 2030 now. It's all being bought up. We'll see what happens here. 2029 just went through. 30 just went through. They're taking on the 30 block. There's only 140 there. This is looks like it's gone. 30, it might be gone. Maybe 39 shares left, or none. Nothing really left in the 2030 neighborhood. Yeah, that 1990 buyer is way behind the bids now. There are bids of 20, 26, 25, 23, 21, 19, 18, 13, 10, 6, 5. There's lots of buyers showing up. We'll see if the wave continues. 5.76 million shares, okay? Alberto, Joe, you get the daily bingo. Uncle Bruce.
That was easy.
That was easy. Good morning, y'all, from Square. Brian, you all-time lows. Alex, I see a sneak bid on GameStop. June 2113. Did someone here just get filled for $841? Alberto, Alex must be hybrids. 2029, 2030 now on the stock of GameStop. Trading at 2030, down 82 cents. They're taking out that offer. There's 8,400 at 2049. If this thing pops another 20 cents, then there's 1,800 at 2062. There's 1,800 at 2084. We'll see that market. We'll keep an eye on that. Okay, 26 to 30. All right. Big old babe, how many shares of SoFi are too many? I'm asking for a friend. There you go. When it goes to $25 a share, you never have enough. That's the answer to that question. 2030 is gone. 31 is gone. The 2031 stock has been taken out again. We're thinning out again in the 30 range. We might pop higher. We'll see. We'll see if another buy wave takes out another bunch of stock here. 8,400 at 2049, 20 some odd cents away. All right, AMC over $5, only down 5 cents. It came from $4.83 to $5. High of the day, 506, 501 on AMC. And 25,000 wanted on GameStop at 1990. They're way down there though. The stock trading at 2018 to 2020, and this 1990 buyer is a ways behind this market right now. We're trading now at 2020, and it's offered at 24 and 26 and 30. That's it. Thin on the sell side on GameStop. Very thin on the sell side. Just went away at 24. 2030, this 1900. We're now at 25, 2025 last trade. And what's offered at 30, there's 1900 there. That's it. Very thin market on the sell side. Okay, kids. Dennis, a GameStop, $2 put credit spread. 16 to 18s times 5. I collected 90 cents a contract for 1 day for tomorrow. 16, 18. If this stock stays over 18, this guy Dennis gets 5, or how many did you do? 5 times that, $450. Makes $450 in 24 hours. I don't think you make that much at work, do you? Do you make $450 a day at work? That's pretty good, Dennis. Nicely done. That's a $1,000 risk trade right there for 450 credit. That's a 550 risk trade. Nice job. 2030 on GameStop. It's gone at 2030. It's gone. That 1900 was taken out. It's offered at 36. There's 68 available at 36. Trading at 33 now. Another wave came through here. 5.98 million. We're at 6 million shares on GameStop. Dennis, you're looking great. Anyone doing a trade like that, nothing wrong with this. Taking 90 cents for 24 hours? He might be out of this trade this afternoon. Nicely done. 2020, 2019, 2020 on GameStop. 13 for sale at 2020. Come and get it. Giddy up, everybody. Nvidia, $1,031, up $81. Alex, SoFi, $694 on sale. Joe, thanks. Alberta, kind of hope to get executed. I will just write some covered calls for the next several weeks out. Rock and roll, everyone. Way to go, kids. Making money here. Joe, nice job on this cash secured right at 21. Your stock's at 2012, 2020 range. They're worth 80 cents, 85 cents. You got 162 for them. Let them just come on down. Even if you get exercised, what do you care? If you don't, if you buy them back at 20 cents and then right next Fridays, you might bring in $2.5 to $3.5 for those. Thank you for the rollover. Adding credit to your account. Well done, Joe. You can't go wrong with this trade. I don't think so. Dennis, first credit spread finally approved for level 3 yesterday. Dennis is in the market, baby. Get out of Dennis's way. All right, man. This is awesome. 2032 on GameStop. Just bought up everything to 2032. There's 100 at 34. There is nothing for sale. That big order at 49 is gone. The seller is gone. There's nothing there. 28 going through right now. 30 just went through again. And that big buyer at 1995 is not showing at 1990. Too many buyers in front of this guy. They can't get in. 33 just went out. There's a couple thousand there. Interesting. Brian, number 196, thumbs up. Good morning, Bruce. I voted no, but I hope it does help out my $30 cash secured puts. Let's giddy up on that front. 2030 last trade on GameStop, 6.16 million in 36 minutes. We are definitely getting some definite interesting trading here. We'll watch for that. 2036, here we go. We're going higher. 39, just took it all out of 39. Going to 2040 now, down 70 some odd cents here. It's definitely coming on again with another little wave of buying. 36 just went through, offered at 44. It's the only stock for sale, 10 shares at 44. At 49, there's 100. At 50, there's 100. That's all I see showing. All right, 20, 38, 39 right now with nothing in the 40s and 50s. So, yeah, we could see another 10, 15 cents again, and they'll only be down 60 cents. Interesting, huh? JFK Jr. buying up more GameStop. What's going on here? Brian Unger's, did you see the options chain on GameStop for June 21? 100s. You can get 160 for 50s. You can get 270. 40s, you can get 330. I'm not afraid to be assigned on this stuff. There you go. This is the key here. Why not? Thank you very much, everybody. 1,035 on Nvidia, up $85. GameStop 2030 right here. 31 just went through. 32 just went through. They're taking it out now to about 35. There's very little here. Offered at 35 and 37, a couple hundred here and there. Now it's going at 37 to 42. Very little available. 35 just went right through here. 20, 30, 35. Okay. There you go. There's 1,800 at 2065, 1,800 at 2084. There's 2,000 at 2095. So you got to come up to 21 to get any paper. And if you do that, we're almost green. So there you go. Interesting stuff on this trade. 20, 36, 37 just went out. It's being gobbled up. Yep, 36 again went through. There's a 35 bidder, there's a 30 bidder, 29, 26, 22, 20, 19s, 18s, 17s, 16s, 14s, 10s, 8s, 6, 5, 1s, 20s. There's buyers everywhere for thousands, many hundreds. We're last now at 2036 on the session at the moment. All right, waiting for news and always waiting to trade. Brian, Bobby, how much? He bought about 24 grand worth earlier this week. Is it a political stunt, I assume? Juan, I just wrote 10 contracts for $19 expiry tomorrow. I got $490 for 10 of them, $4,900 I just took in for writing 19s. I'm assuming you're writing calls and you're bringing in, of course, in the market, $1.40. It's 20.43 right now. Worth $1.43. You got $4.90. Yeah, you don't mind getting taken out at $23.90, do you? Yeah, you're doing it right by tomorrow. Nice job. Well, interesting. Yeah, 20.43 at the moment, trading away. The stock is trading away at 20.46 now on GameStop. We're going on. Brian, so far you're sorting my feelings. Juan, cash secured puts, says Juan. I wrote 10 contracts for cash secured puts. Oh my gosh, way to go. Interesting stuff. Very interesting. 2040 is the last trade on GameStop. Giddy up, want taking the dough. Why not? Stink offers are the way to play this. 2038 on GameStop. Anything over 19, those are worthless. Interesting stuff. Alrighty. If you were doing this trade, you're a viewer of my channel. You own 1,000 SoFi shares. You can sell your shares right now. Take 2040. Write these 19s. Offer to buy the stock back at 19 and get paid $4.90. I mean, really? That's insanity. Bringing in 4,900 on top of the 21,000 or 20,000 you're getting for your 1,000 shares. You're sitting now on $25,000, 25 plus $1,000, and you're offering to buy the stock back at $19. What a nice person you are. Well done. Bobby, the funny part, I read JFK Jr. bought some. The picture was of an older guy. Then Uncle Bruce, I felt a bit older myself that day. One, should we sell by the end of the day or buy back by the end of the day? Well, let's see how the stock performs. If it goes to $22, these puts will just shrink out. You'll have a field day. Brian, sorry, I missed most of the morning. Do you recommend us waiting for Nvidia to settle, then write some credit spreads? I'm thinking of trying one next week. You can take a look at 900s, 880s, 150 behind is where I would be. So 860s, 880s, 890s, 870s, anything in there. Can you get a credit for next week, the week after that? You might want to do those. Way to go. Buy back right once. Yeah, that's right. I got to buy back. I keep forgetting, Bruce. I sell them first, then I buy them back for less. Yes, buyback is correct. 2045 on GameStop. 2047 now. 2047. We're only down 65 cents or something. 2047. We're showing an offer of 2050. That's what I'm showing out there. 1400. That's it. 1600 maybe. 2046, 47 going through right now on the trading desk here on level 2. 2046, 47 right now. And offered at 50, 51, 54, 55, 70, 74, 80. There's little dribs and drabs going back almost to $21. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Says Brian, you got it, buddy. Well done, everyone. Keep up the good work, everybody. Take the money off the hands of these gamblers. It's unbelievable the money they're prepared to pay you. Craziness. You got to take it. $6.95 SoFi, Bargoon down here. Cash secured puts at 7 are now in the money, a nickel. Go figure. Take that money all day long, right up to January 25. Easily, I would look at those. 2030 on GameStop right now, 2031 range. We have jumped around a lot in the last 10 minutes. Welcome to the party, everybody. The Dow down 195, ME at 49.8, down 2.5 cents. SoFi 696, Nvidia 1,039, up $90. 90. Thank you very much. Let's see what's going on here. AI down 73. We've got Adobe up 480, Uber down 140, Apple down $2, Tesla down 260, Enphase down 260, Netflix down $2, AMD's up 87 cents. We got Unity down 18, Google down 3, Moderna down 77, Cisco down 51, Pfizer down 75 cents. We have some green showing here on Microsoft, up 112, IBM up a dime, HPQ up 30. We've got Amazon down 11 cents, Vanik Semiconductors up 680 a share, Facebook down 21 cents, JP Morgan down 70 cents, Costco up 63, it's at 802. It's turned around from $7.99 to $802. Walmart up 18. Very interesting session here. Welcome to the party, pal. 196 down dip on the Dow. AMC is 510, up about 3-4 cents. GameStop is at 2044, down about 67 cents or so. 6.8, almost 6.9 million in 44 minutes. There you go. More than 100,000 an hour maintaining here. Bobby, premiums are low for the 8,850s out until June 7th, barely 50 cents. So you got to go higher than 8,850s. Well, the stock's at 1,038. So 150 behind is what, 870, 890. You might need to go a little higher. Spare, I'm totally the glorious thumbs number 200. Thank you, Spare, for being number 200 today. Appreciate you for that. 190 down dip on the Dow. 120.47 just went through on GameStop again, as we are looking to take out 2050 for another go here. Coming up for another shot at 2050. We might see a run through here if the buying continues to come in at the pace that it's coming in at now. 2045 at the moment. All right. 510 on AMC. Apple down to 207. Tesla down to something. And Nvidia up $89.90. Welcome to the party, pals. That's what's going on here at the moment. Tons of funds is what I'm seeing right now, everyone. Thank you again for answering my poll question today. Thank you for coming in on these thumbs ups today. Splayer hitting number 200. We got 201 now on the thumbs up meter. I appreciate that. We've got the question of the day here. Poll question: will GameStop shares rise over $30 a share in the next few days? 155 votes have come in now. 39% are saying, yeah, I think it will in the next few days. 61% say no. That's actually improving for the yes side, actually. That's come up from about 32, 33 to 39%. Interesting. The shares of GameStop, 2042, with very little available to 50 and beyond, actually. 2,900 at 2050 and 1,800 at 2074. So not a lot for sale on the GameStop shares as we watch the shares go through these gyrations. 2040 last trade on GameStop. And we've got the Dow down 192. 160 votes now on the poll question. 39% say, yeah, you know what? This could go through 30 the way this is behaving the next few days. This could do it. It would be a 960 move, but we don't put that past GameStop. We don't put that past it at all. It can easily do that. Interesting stuff, everybody. Welcome to the program and welcome to the show this morning. Thank you all for being here and being part of this channel today. We love you. Thumbs up meter has broken 200 now. Thank you, everybody. We're at 201, just scraping through there. 164 votes are in. 38% of you believe that GameStop in the next few days could break $30. 62% say no, but 38 say yes. Very interesting. Let's see here. Sorry, I missed most of the morning, says Brian. Do you recommend us writing the settle? Go ahead, Brian. Work it. Let's go. Thank you, everybody. What else is going on here? Yimmer, catching Elmer's live is so much easier from Europe than from Minnesota. Got to get enough in Primus to make the move permanent here. Alex, Grubbers, how do you read this market? Other than Nvidia, I'm seeing a lot of red. Do you think the wider market reacting to the Fed's minutes? It might be. RB, let's go to 300 thumbs ups. Thank you, RB, so much for helping out. Appreciate you. Look, the markets, there's a lot of assessing going on this Nvidia move. If Nvidia is doing this well, who else will benefit from the Nvidia run up? Software creators, systems, analysts, data processing, handling, battery storage. There's going to be a lot of companies benefiting from Nvidia's run here in their own way. But today, maybe not. Age of discovery could be happening here. The overall market, look, we're at record highs. We've been very close to record highs. A little 5% pullback is not unhealthy at all. Don't know if that's what we're into, though. Might be just an early morning swoon with a mid-morning, late afternoon surge to higher highs. Don't put anything past this market. There's a lot of money looking to come into this. Thank you, everybody. Welcome to the party, pals. We're at 2031 on GameStop, down about 80 cents. Is this a disaster? No. Smart Rent down 2 cents. ME 49 cent range on ME. 500,000 traded with earnings coming out tonight. Will there be news tonight shared with the market about a takeover, a privatization? Could it happen? Could it be a $1 to $2 deal? That's what I want to know. We're going to find out how much cash is left in the kitty. We'll find out tonight when they release their latest quarters. It's their annual report. It's the year end with all the notes. Lots to read up on now going forward. And of course, their annual meeting. They have to have an annual meeting unless they get taken out. There's going to be an annual meeting. They'll talk about that. We've got a lot to follow on ME later. All right. Okay, there you go, everybody. Thank you for joining me here and hanging out with this gang of regular crazies. We're all here watching this market to try to make sense of it right now. We've got Rocket Lab down 9 cents after being up a bit this morning. SoFi's down 8 at 6.94. GameStop at 20.36. Matterport down 3 cents. We've got Spire down 1 penny. ATIP up 4. We're down 3 on Smart Rent. Apple down 2.33 at 188.52. Goldman down 70. Cisco down 55. Tesla down 3.38. ARC down 96 cents. Microsoft up 54. Pfizer down about 70. HBQ is up 28. The Google shares are down 35. Amazon down 73. Nvidia ahead 87.80. Unity down 27 cents. AI Inc. C3.ai Incorporated down 82 cents at 24.04. Adobe is up 4.60. Netflix down 4.20 a share. IBM down 36. Meta Platforms down 52 cents. Vanix Semiconductors up 6.20. Home Depot down 2.80. Enphase down 3.90. Palantir down 44. Uber down 1.47. So we have a ton to watch here, a ton to follow here. We'll see how this plays out. Coming down the road, 2031 on GameStop, and waiting to see what kind of buy waves we get. Will we see any sort of systematic buy waves come through on GameStop as it dries out the stock? I don't know. We've got the Dow off 250. We got S&P up just a penny, up a point now, only a point higher on S&P. NASDAQ up 78.8. Oil is slipping. It's only up 41 now. It's giving up ground as the market is giving up ground. 2035 on SoFi now. The low of the day, 1996. We bounced off the low about half an hour ago. And we're at the 2033 again, 37 cents higher than the low trade of the day. So we haven't gone very far away from the low trade. Will there be a buy wave coming in to take the stock to 21, 22 or not? Is the question. 7.38 million volume now in 53 minutes, pardon me. 53 minutes, 7.3 million traded on GameStop. Much quieter day today than normal. What we've been normally experiencing the last week. We're way down on volume at 7.3 million on GameStop. Same thing over on AMC. It's trading 13 million shares. A week ago, it was over 100 million by now. GameStop would have been over 50 million traded a week ago. We're at 2038, 2040 now. Another little buy wave seems to be clicking through on GameStop shares. 2038 to 2040, there's stock at 41, 43, 45, hundreds. 100 here, 100 there. 2033 has gone through now on the shares of GameStop, everybody. All right. Welcome to the program, and thank you for joining us today. Nice to have you here. We got a lot to follow, a lot to watch. The poll question: has been answered now by a number of you guys. We have 180 voters. 40% now are saying GameStop will rise over 30 in the next few days. GameStop will jump over $30 a share in the next few days. That is the thinking here. The thumbs up meter is 211. Thank you, everybody, for helping out on the 211 thumbs ups today. 40% say yes, over $30 a share. 60% say no, it won't break 30 in the next few days. Well, if it got to $29.90, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be disappointed. It's close enough, but we'll see what it wants to do here. We're at 20.30 right now on the market. Trading market now on GameStop shares. Volume of 7.5 million shares with 5 minutes to go before the full hour is locked in to start the day. Thank you, one. Thank you all. And thank you for your support of this YouTuber. I do appreciate you. Those of you picking up the classes, congratulations. If you need any help with your links, send me a private email, please. Remember to do that. If you bought a class and the link didn't come through for you, send me an email. You should get it within a minute or two of purchase. So do let me know, all right? I will take care of you, and we'll get you figured out, and we'll get you straightened away with your class links. That way we can put you to work as a student to watch the classes and begin to learn how to write options for potentially a living. Why not? Thank you. All right, guys. I appreciate you for being here. Let's see. Giddy up. Okay. Giddy up, everybody. Nvidia now 1,035.36, up 87 cents. Do not be surprised if Nvidia jumps $50 either way now from here. You may see some pullbacks, some run-ups, some pullbacks, some run-ups. So just be wary of that and keep an eye on how it's performing, everybody. And you may find some opportunities to do rollovers and adjustments and you name it. And of course, remember, if you're into any spreads, keep an eye on your premiums because those are going to shrink out as time shrinks out on contracts so that they eventually will trade at book value, if that. So keep an eye on that one too. Okay, everybody? Well done. What else is going on here? Brian, I'm just looking at possible rolls for my May 31. $30 cash secured put. I could buy back and roll to August 25 for about a break even. Is that a good move, or maybe aim for 27.28 strike? Well, you've got a 31 May, so that's a few more days yet. Obviously, if the shares of GameStop go up a couple of bucks, that brings those cash secured puts closer to the money. I mean, they're in the money now, but further out. But yes, you can certainly look to August 27, 28. Can you do a roll? You might just do a roll to third Friday of June, 30 cash secured puts, same ones, for a little more money, for an increased credit, and just sit at the 30s. So you might do that. Maybe you go to 28s for June, same price, maybe. But in the meantime, you have a few days to work this. No rush here. Let's see what gives. Sharon, if the SoFi put contract I sold expires tomorrow and are showing a profit, do I need to buy them back tomorrow or just let them expire? If your contracts are out of the money, you don't have to do anything. Let them die. If they're in the money, they will be exercised for the amount that they're in the money. So keep an eye on that. Brian, make some money. You could, Sharon, buy back these positions. Again, this put contract, you could buy it back tomorrow during the day, depending on how low it is. If it's out of the money, let it die worthless for sure. But otherwise, you might close it out and then write a new contract for next Friday or the Friday after for immediate credit now. You might do it even today. Alrighty, Spicy Uncle Bruce, I have $22 cash secured put on GameStop that expired tomorrow. If the price stays around 19, should I buy them back early and then just rewrite for next week? You can do that. You can do that tomorrow. No rush. If the shares right now at 2030, these are 170 each. They're $22 secured puts. They have a value of 170. If the stock goes to 2050, they have a value of 150. You might buy them at 150, 60, 70 and roll to next week 22s. Just same price, 22s for next week, and take up bigger credit. You might play that game, or 2 weeks, depending. Alex, cheers. I think this market is overbought, but I'm a bit of a bear at heart. Alberto Awan, nice work. I don't give two bingos in one day, but here you go.
That was easy.
There you go. RB, lately the bottom has been around 695 on SoFi. RB, I would write puts down here on SoFi. Parker snapping up SoFi shares on this drop. Beach Point wrote yesterday GameStop 2150s and 22 covered calls. And SoFi 7 covered calls. All look mighty fine. 50% to buy back. Let expire. Your thoughts, oh Jedi of the non-lamp, a.k.a. Uncle Bruce. Put in stink bids for a nice cheap price, and if you get hit, you get hit. There's always that way to play this game. There's volatility in them there hills, so keep that in mind. 2032 now on GameStop with 7.7 million traded at the 1 hour mark. So there you go, 7.7 million. The shares right now on SoFi are sitting at $6.90 a share, down 11 cents. And we've got Nvidia, it's 1,041, up $91. We've got Dow down 290 at the moment. So that's not helping a lot of stocks, except Nvidia on its own, doing its own thing. Obviously, that's what's going on. 2030 on GameStop, with nothing for sale. The 33, 34 range is a couple hundred. There's a little at, I don't know, 2039 maybe. There's a couple thousand. Very little available on GameStop at the moment. Welcome all to the party, everybody. Juan, thank you. Alberto, it's great to have you around and learning from the pros. Rock and roll, kids. Welcome to the show, and thank you for being here. 283 drop on the Dow so far. All right, guys. There you go. Let's take one more peek at this poll question and the thumbs ups that are going on. How are we doing here? The thumbs up meter, 214. Thank you. 196 votes on the poll question. Will GameStop shares reach $30 a share in the next few days? That is the question. Will they do it? 40% say, I think so. I think we're going to reach $30 in the next few days, Bruce. 60% say, no, we're not. We're at 20, 27, 28. So we need a $9 run here. $10 run. Can it happen? Well, yes, it can. But will it? That's the question. There are some buy orders out here right now on GameStop. There are buy orders at 20, 1990, 1960, 70, some big buy orders hoping to get stock. But we're trading at 2024, 2025 right now, ahead of these big buy orders. And there is not a lot offered here. The offerings are thin up to 22. We could be in the green in no time on GameStop if we were to take a run here. In my humble opinion, we'll see how it plays out. Giddy up, everybody! Thank you again for 215 thumbs ups. Now that's fantastic. 197 votes, 60-40 split. No to yes on whether the GameStop will reach 30 in the next few days. That's it. I'm sticking to that. Thank you all for joining me today. Hang around and keep an eye on the markets. If you have any questions about your stocks or your classes or anything, let me know with a private email. We'll get you looked after as quick as we can. Thank you all for your support today. Have a wonderful rest of your session out there. And we'll catch you tomorrow morning, of course, first thing. If anything dramatic happens during the day, I'll come on live at any time. But we'll keep an eye out here on all of the activity that's going on right now. Red on the session. We'll see if that lasts very much. And we'll kind of go from there. All right, everybody. Thank you all so very, very much for your support. I will see you guys first thing tomorrow. If you're a Gold Bagel member, don't forget, you're going to be on at 8. We'll be on at 8 o'clock for you Eastern time. For everyone else, 8:30 And thank you all for being members of the channel. Juan, thank you. Parker Ivy, thank you. And let's go, baby. Let's see what happens on what's going on. All right, guys. Juan, thanks, buddy. Brian, Alberto, BP, Savage of Wall Street, good morning. Thank you all to see you all here. My fellow simple degenerates, what happened with the markets today? Nvidia not pumping everything. Guess all that hopium died last quarter. Look at all my cover calls. So much green, says Savage. Rock and roll, buddy. Keep it going, kids. Make the dinero. Take the dinero. Grab it all. Larry, thank you. Beach Boy, thank you. Neat, 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 neat. Emojis are coming across the board. Left, right, and center. Okay, guys. All the best to everyone. We'll see you first thing in the morning. And thanks again. Take care. Bye for now.